And we also did H.G. Wells's New World Order. And that one's great because he just says, communism, capitalism, who cares? It's all going to get us to the same goal. We're all working to the same final goal of a controlled technocratic society. And he says, dumb Marxists, give up. Marxism is not going to get us there. He says it's the corporatism that has the ingenuity and the energy and the power to build the superstructure that will bring in the technocracy. That is profound. That was one of the most profound things I think that I saw in H.G. Wells's book, was the admission that, because everybody says, oh, H.G. Wells, he was a damn commie, he was a Marxist. No, he was smart enough, as most of the illumined ones are, to realize that it's not about some commitment to an ideology, it's about getting to the end goal, right? Have you seen The Shape of Things to Come? Watch his movie. Well, he wrote the book, and then it became an old movie. I think it's out of copyright. You could watch it on YouTube, where we get the Masonic technocracy set up. But again, he says we need open markets and libertarianism to build the global order. Then when the infrastructure is in place, clamp down. Then comes the technocratic clamp down. My friends, nerds, we live in this era now. H.G. Wells was writing this almost 100 years ago. We're entering into the transition period where we're moving out of the phase of the human. Now that corporate capitalism, monopoly capitalism, has erected across the globe a standardized system, standardized culture, standardized economy, standardized everything. This is the web structure of the technocratic Skynet being built by the Fortune 100, Fortune 500, and it will be locked into technocratic mode. It will shed its free market facade. There will be no free market in the future. There will be no free exchange of goods. That's what H.G. Wells said 100 years ago. That's what Bertrand Russell said 100 years ago. You will be run by AI, gods. Not literal gods, but in their system, the AI is the god. The beast system. I don't know how else to say it. Next. I called this one something weird. I think this is Charles Galton Darwin. We did Charles Galton Darwin's... No, that's Arthur Koestler. Where's the Charles Galton Darwin? Anyway, we'll just go through these one by one. Arthur Koestler. Now this one is forgotten. People forget this book. I think it was Alan Watt. That's why I got this one.
Hi folks, I'm Alan Watt, and you're listening to Cutting Through the Matrix with Jay Dyer.
It was Alan Watt that said read Ghost in the Machine. About 300-400 pages of pretty wild illuminist type stuff. I mean, all what you start to notice is they're all saying the same thing, yes. But here he starts to argue stuff similar to Capra and Fritjof Capra, as we saw when we covered Capra. He was citing Arthur Koestler, right? And this is the same Arthur Koestler of the 13th Tribe fame. Now, Koestler was a Hungarian Marxist who became an order of the British Empire. That's so interesting. All of these Marxists that are given these awards by the British elite. Well, something's going on here, it seems. Marxists awarded by the British elite. It's almost like they like this philosophy. Well, I'm a damn boomer and I ain't got no time for no damn commie. I want free markets and freedom. I don't want no damn commies running anything. I believe in the freedom and the free markets. Against the commies are going to shut down Pepsi and Coca-Cola and donuts, and Krispy Kremes. You dummy. The Fortune 100, the Royal Society, the elites, they love Marxism. They love it. And that's why we saw David Rockefeller praising Mao in his famous 1979 New York Times editorial from a China traveler. I'm not going to cite it again. We cited it 50 times in the last 10 years. I get tired of citing all the same stuff. But we saw with Kessler all the same old, nature is dying because of man, blah, 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 blah. We're all part of one holistic system. Therefore, humans that don't go along with our scientific priest class represent viruses. They have to be maybe not dispensed with, but experimented on. That way we don't have to feel so bad necessarily about killing everybody. We can just experiment on everybody. That way they serve a useful purpose, like H.G. Wells says. You be our lab rats. You help us cure cancer. Yeah, right. Wink, wink. Even though cancer is a system promoted thing, it's something that they probably engineered. But whether they did or didn't, it's been put into things. That kind of stuff. And we saw that with Mr. Jonas Salk's two books, right? Which we also covered.